Today is the 9th day of laying blocks here on this job site. And check this out. The walls are practically finished. We're just finishing up the last lintels over on that side and finishing that last row there. But I think that before the end of the day, we're just starting the afternoon now, there's very little left to do. We're going to finish all the walls of this house in just 9 days. And get this house is 155 square meters. It's a pretty big house. So it's used up a lot of blocks for these walls. Want to see how we managed to do it on this project? Stick with me until the end of this video, and I'll show you in detail how we were able to put up the walls of this house so quickly. So, we're practically just missing this wall here, and it's not even the whole wall. That part at the front over there was already done this morning, so we're missing 2 rows here. See? We're missing 2 lintels here. The sill has already been laid, and then 2 blocks for this entire row here. Since it's a window, there won't be any. I think that. Let me see here. 1 block, a half, another 1.5. I think about 3 blocks. About 3 blocks down here, and about 3 blocks up top. But then there's all the work of putting in the lintels, so, for sure, we'll get this finished by the end of the day. Finishing up the 9th day of laying blocks on this project, and closing up all the walls. Alright, then. Now we're here at the end of the day. The crew is already getting organized to head out and, sure enough, we managed to finish on the 9th day. 9 days of work, and we managed to finish the 5th row of blocks. We've got a wall that's 2.5 meters high. And on top of that, we're going to build a base, put in the channel block, set the beam, and finish our structure. So it was really fast. In 9 days, we managed to lay all the blocks for a 155 square meter house. It's a pretty big house. So, we've got everything ready, and now I'm going to explain what the most difficult part of this type of construction is. It's not just about laying blocks. If it were just a matter of laying blocks here, it would be very fast. Much faster than 9 days. Now, what slows us down the most are 2 things. And I'm going to explain the first one right now. Come with me. Look over here. Take a look at this. See this here? The amount of block pieces that get wasted on this type of job. Look here. I put these pieces of block here to get rid of the mud, right? Because it rained a lot this morning, there was a lot of mud. So I asked the crew to throw the leftover block pieces here because the block is porous, it soaks up the water. So you can see it's quite dry now. It really improved access. And there's more. It's not just that. Look here. The number of blocks that have to be cut for us to make the joints. Look over there, there's even more. See that over there? The amount of block wasted during this project. Do you know why that happened? This happened basically because this project isn't modular. Just look at the amount of block we have to cut to make the joints. When you have a modular project, where all the measurements are modular, based on the size of the block, for example, if you have a room that's 3 meters long, we use 3 blocks. If you have a room that's 2.82 meters, we have to place 2 1-meter blocks, a half-meter block, and then we have to cut a 32-centimeter piece. That's what gets in the way. That's what hurts our execution. And on this project, besides not being modular for the blocks in the rooms, it's also not modular in height. The ceiling height doesn't allow us to build it with the block sizes we have. So what happens? More cuts for us to get to the right wall height, to place the channel block, so we can pour the concrete and finish the structure. So all of this creates waste, and it also causes a lot of financial loss, not just for us, but for the homeowner as well. So that's why I say it and I'll say it again. If you can make your project modular for this technology, you can save a lot of money, a whole lot, during construction. Here, for example, we spent 9 days putting up all the walls. Imagine if we didn't have to cut any blocks and all these walls were modular. The timeline would definitely be much shorter than that. And now for the second reason why we were still a bit delayed on this project. We could have done it in less than 9 days. It was very fast. 9 days was excellent, but we still could have done it in less time. If we didn't have this type of problem. Come with me. Look at the number of doors and windows in this project. There's a big 2-meter window here. Right beside it, there's a door. Over there, there's another door. Over there, a door and a window. Another window. Another window, another door, another window. So we have many window and door frames in this project. And where do we lose time? Doing this lintel was just put in. It was just installed. So this is a ton of work. It's a lot of work. It's much harder to open up a window opening like this, install a sill, install a lintel, than it would be if we just closed it all up with blocks. If we were to cover this whole opening with blocks, this window is 2 meters, so you can see it's about 2 blocks wide. It's 2 blocks and a 10-centimeter piece. So that would be about 4 blocks, and another small piece on top. For blocks and a few small pieces there, we cut the block, look. See that 50-centimeter block there? A 50-centimeter block, a 10-centimeter piece, and the lintel. And another small piece up top. So if we didn't have this window, what would happen? We would just run this entire course here. 2 blocks. We can lay 2 blocks in. It doesn't even take 5 minutes. It's very fast. Another 2 blocks up here. And up top, we would avoid all these cuts. And just lay another 2 blocks. So it would be much faster to build this entire wall solid than to put a window in this spot. Just like all the others, doors and windows, all of this is a lot of work. We waste a lot of time doing it. And now you might be thinking, but Tiago, how can I save money? Do I have to remove the windows from my house? Do I have to remove the doors? No, not necessarily. You simply have to try to minimize the number of openings you put in your design. So if you can make one large opening, maybe supported directly by the beam above, I don't know if there will be a slab or a roof, but if you eliminate the need to install lintels and sills, you'll be able to save on your project. Because we waste a lot of time, and it's also expensive to do. It's much more expensive to make a window opening, a door opening, than if we just closed it up with blocks. Over there, we eliminated what? About 4.2, 4.3 blocks in that opening. So that creates savings. It removes material from that spot. But what we spend on labor, materials too, on rebar, we have to pour the concrete for the lintels. Look. We pour the concrete for the precast lintels, and then they have to cure for a few days. And after they've cured, we still have to bring them over here, put them in place. It's a lot of work. It takes a lot of time. It uses a lot of labor. So the savings are much greater. We can spend less by not making this opening and just closing the whole wall with blocks. It's cheaper. But of course, you're not going to design your project without any windows or doors, obviously. But whatever you can eliminate the need for, you'll be able to save on your project, just like we save a lot with our standard kits. So our standard kits were designed with this in mind. They were modularized for this, so we cut the minimum number of blocks possible and have the least amount of work possible making lintels and sills. For windows and doors, so much so that even the windows, even the doors are modularized to the size of the blocks. So we have doors that are 1 meter wide, because we just have to remove 1 block and the door opening is done, no cutting needed. And we have windows that are 1 meter high, because you just remove 2 blocks in height and you've already reached the level of the top lintel. So it's much easier to build, much faster, much cheaper. These are tips I'm giving you based on this project that wasn't modular, which costs more than a modular project, so you can try to implement a modular project on your job site. A project that's better thought out for execution with this type of method, and that way you'll save a lot more on your build. So there you have it, another house built in just 9 days, all the walls erected in 9 days, and you followed along step by step. If you haven't seen the previous videos yet, I'll leave a card here for you to check out now. After this one's finished, you can click on it, take a look, and I'm sure you'll be impressed by the speed this method adds to your construction. And the next step now is to start pouring the concrete for the beams, so we have a few pillar stubs to finish. I think there are 2 lintels left to install, which the crew will put in place first thing tomorrow morning, so we can start laying the U-blocks and assemble the structural beams. And you'll be able to follow along step by step, as long as you're subscribed to the channel with notifications turned on. So if you're not subscribed yet, I don't know why you're not subscribed yet. Subscribe now. Click the bell so you'll be notified about the next videos of this project. And look, I'm sure you're still going to be very impressed with what we're going to be able to accomplish here in this house. So that's what I wanted to show you in this video. And if you want to know more about how this construction process with cellular concrete blocks works, click on this video right here. I'm sure it will really open your mind. There's a lot of important information in it. My name is Tiago Mello, and I'll see you in the next video.